I'm so sorry about that, guys. The live just cut out. Technical difficulties. The screen just went blank and the live was gone. So if you're on the last live, huge apologies for the sudden cutout. I'll be resuming here. Please give me a few minutes to adjust all the links on our campaign, Facebook, all that. So I'll be waiting on you guys to come in and join me here with those questions. In the meantime, I'll take about 1 to 2 minutes to get the links set up again, fix this live. Sorry, guys. Live cut out. Making a new one. I've got to share the new link in the old live so that everybody has access to it. Also get it on the campaign page. What a pain in the butt. I don't know what the deal is with the YouTube app, but it just cut out. Give me 1 minute to get that sorted out. New link. All right, I just sent the new link in the old live. Sorry again, guys. Thanks for joining me here. I will need about 2 to 3 minutes to fix the links on the campaign page and everywhere else where it was posted. So thanks for your patience here with the technical difficulties with the YouTube app. Just a moment while I get everything adjusted for the new live link. All right. And 2 minutes and I'll be ready to answer all your questions. Just going to update these links here. Almost there. All right. All right, I'm back. Let me pull this up. And I'll get back to the questions. I'll also finish answering the questions from the last live before the cutout. All right, guys, we're back. So, questions before I got cut off. Let's see if I can catch up on these. I want the bike, but living in Denmark makes 25% tax plus some custom. Yevgen, I doubt that the bikes for Denmark are built in Spain. So from what I've heard in the European Union, it's most likely zero tax. But research the import duties from Spain to Denmark for an official answer on that. Might there be a future option to upgrade the battery to hold more power? Right now, we're using the absolute maximum capacity battery cells that money can buy. In the future, if technology progresses and we can get better cells, we'll probably be offering that. Would there be any danger of damaging the battery if the bike is left constantly plugged in while in the shed? Barum, for a couple days, it's not a big issue, but I wouldn't leave it on for weeks or months at a time with the charger on. I've looked at other bikes in Europe similar to yours. The cost is £3,300. So I've ordered one. I'm hoping it's up to the high quality of your demonstration videos. Bruce, thank you so much. I believe it will supersede those expectations. There's a lot of attention to details here. If you look at the updates, you'll be able to see like even things like the chain ring. We're getting those all custom made. There's CNC, just absolutely beautiful parts. The Babymaker is an unplanned baby for us. My girl doesn't like to ride on the street with me. I showed her the BM. One day later, we purchased. She didn't want to buy a bike in 2020. Awesome, Foldner. Stoked to get you those bikes. Hey, Rob, are you going to have these YouTube chats after October to get feedback on your baby? Acres, yeah, I'd love to do these quite a bit more. Is the Q&A over? No, it cut out. I'm just answering the questions from the last Q&A before I move over to the new one. All right, I'm switching over to the new live questions. Just got caught up on the old ones. How about a water bottle battery that could attach the rear bottle holder down to Sanford? That's been highly requested. We've got that in mind. No plans to release that anytime soon, but it's absolutely, you've been heard. We know it's highly requested. You mentioned speed in kilometers, but I thought it was in miles per hour. Definitely. Trebnod, you can just switch between miles per hour or kilometers per hour on the display. We will ship them to match whatever speed your country uses. So for Europe, they'll all be kilometers per hour. US, Canada will be in miles per hour. Personally, I'm a big fan of the metric system. It makes a lot more sense than the imperial system, which is just ridiculous. I've always loved bikes and saw Babymaker and got amazed. Also, the name Babymaker is something funny to open up to pick up girls. How long do we need to wait after it got shipped? I'm so excited. Anthony, current orders, we're estimating to ship in October. The earliest orders are estimated to ship in September. It could be sooner, it could be later. It really depends on how production plays, but that's the current estimate. We're on track right now. What are the pedals made of, metal or polycarbonate? The ones I've got here, Rex, are metal. Can pedal straps be installed? Yes, but you probably need a different pedal for that, so you can buy any pedal you like, swap those on. Do you have a complete spec sheet with all the lovely nerd information? Ed, that's something we won't be sharing. Keep in mind, we do have a lot of more cutthroat competitors who have directly copied our bikes many times in the past. They'll never catch up because we're at the front in terms of innovation, but we'd like to slow down their progress as much as possible. So we do keep a tight lip on the complete bills of materials, etc. Is there going to be a pant guard? Sanford, no. The chainring is unguarded, kind of a more stealthy, minimalist chainring. You have just the absolute bare necessities. Keeps down on the weight, and I think it looks way better. That's my opinion. That's very common on high-end mountain bikes, things like that, and we use those pretty much on all of our bikes. A nice CNC chainring with no guard. Wow, we're all caught up on the comments. I'm gonna check out the campaign page comments, see if there's any frequent ones on there, and just address those in the meantime. Barum, thank you. You pointed out that we use kilometers per hour in Canada. Got you. Okay, so for Canada, they will be in kilometers per hour, if that's what you use. We just use whatever standard the country uses. So there's been several questions about how to order the touring package if you already ordered the bike. If you go to the update section on the campaign page, on every single update, there's video instructions and a link of how to order it. Is the seat post clamp a quick release? Rex, let me see if I can confirm that. Give me a minute here. I don't have an answer to that, Rex, right now. The Pro prototype I've got is not a quick release. The betas are all quick releases, so exactly which one it is, I'm not 100% sure. Pete will know that answer. I'll inquire on that soon. Fuldner, I've read somewhere on Indiegogo in Germany could be able to unlock the speed limit. Is this true? Fuldner, you will be able to adjust the speed limit to comply legally with your local regulations. If I was not so poor, I would buy too. Awesome, Fred. That's in your hands. Hey, Rob, gotta run. Take care. Thank you, A Cruz. Great to have you always on the lives. Could the Babymaker handle a 38-mile-per-hour usage? And if you can pedal that fast, possibly the motor will cut out at 28 miles per hour. As far as how you tweak it and stuff, that's up to you. I'm sure somebody will figure it out, but you're gonna have to put in a lot of effort or be on a very steep downhill to get those speeds. Rex said I stumped Rob. Yeah, you got me. I'm gonna rename the next one of these to Stump Rob. I don't know. I don't pretend to know everything about the bikes. I know as much as I can, but Pete, who's in charge of production, the design, sourcing, everything, he's going to be an even better wealth of knowledge than myself. Hi, Rob. Nice. BB. I'm planning to buy one, but I'm a 21-inch biker. Would you recommend the 19 instead of 23? Not used to road bikes, only mountain bike. David, it kind of depends on your height and your inseam. There is a frame sizing chart in the middle of the campaign page. I suggest you refer to that. If you tell me your inseam and height, I can make a better recommendation here. All right, I'm going to bring this out to the shop and see what's going on there. Inseam 30. That's the same as me. I ride the 23-inch frame. However, you may be better fit on the 19 with a 30-inch inseam. It is, it's not really a stretch for me. But especially if you got limited mobility, or maybe you're older and aren't as flexible as you used to be, the 19-inch may be a better option for you. Jay,
What's up, man?
what's happening, brother?
Oh, just getting it done again.
Why you look so suspicious? I'm playing. What are you working on? Is that a G1 controller?
Yeah, G1 controller, trying to figure out how I can get a customer taken care of today. Has a display issue, so I'm going to work it out for him.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So somebody who bought a bike in 2016 from us, Jay's working hard to support this guy, make sure he can ride the bike as intended. It's just me and Jay in the shop today. All the rest of our staff are out for the weekend, so support tickets, all things like that will be a bit slower. This is our main office, by the way, if nobody's seen it. Kind of mission control. My office is back there in that room, and this is our warehouse. We can fit, I'll flip this around. We can fit about 500 bikes at a time in here. Right now it's pretty empty as we've sold out of most every bike. Got my motorcycle there, surfboards. We got the punching bag. That's our newest addition, Mr. Slam Man, to the office. Great to get in a little fitness after the workday ends. How can I order a Babymaker? Hybrid, if you go to flx.bike/Babymaker, it will lead to our Indiegogo campaign page and you can order it there. I'll send a link here when I get back into my office at the computer. Fuldner says at the cutoff speed of 28 miles per hour, is it possible to pedal with normal speed with the 63-22 ratio? Fuldner, you have to pedal pretty damn fast to hit those speeds. The cadence that you have to ride with to hit 28. For me, it's more of a sprint. It's not something I'll be able to maintain like, forever or long term. We do have a rider, Eugene, who's he's 62 years old, but he's quite good on bikes. He's hit his top speed like 33 miles per hour is his top speed. And keep in mind, that's unassisted. So he's able to far exceed those. That is also a sprint for him, I believe. But the cadence will need to be pretty high to hit or even maintain those high speeds. Back with the music. Okay, let me send that link for you. Somebody asked how to order the Babymaker. I'm going to send you a link so you can do that. Here's the link. Thanks, Rob. Nice work. Thank you very much, David. Does the high-speed charger come with a Babymaker Pro? James, all of the bikes come with the high-speed charger. It's a 4-amp charger, which will charge the battery in about 2 hours. I have some clipless pedal. Do you think it's wise for us to change the original pedals? It doesn't matter, Anthony. You could change them to any pedal you like. Obviously, if you make modifications or however you ride the bike, you're responsible for your own safety. So swap the pedals out if you like. You can customize anything if you want on it. Saw on comments that a venture capitalist firm in Hong Kong and China was interested. Legit. Pepper, at the moment, we're not seeking investment. We have a pretty clear plan on where we'd like to take the company. We haven't met any investors who really bring a lot to the table. Most of it is just stupid money, which means they give money in exchange for equity, but they don't bring anything to the table which would help us get bikes to more people. So at the moment, we're not interested. How do I go about changing colors and size without having to cancel my previous order? Email us, hello@flx.bike. If the battery is empty, is it hard to pedal the bike? Relatively speaking, Mark, yes. Keep in mind, with the motor, you get about 2 times more power just from the motor alone than you have in your legs. That's my personal experience. So you and the motor has about 3 times more power than just you with no motor or no battery. So you'll have about 1/3 the power with no battery as you would have with the battery. So yes, relatively speaking, it's much harder to pedal. And for me, I ride all these electric bikes all the time. When I get on a regular bike, I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is hard. This sucks. This is slow. I hate it. So yeah, you may start to notice that it kind of ruins normal bikes for you, but the experience on electric bikes is so much better. It's kind of like moving from a regular car to a horse and buggy or a foot-powered wagon. That's kind of the difference. Gotta go, Rob. Thanks, bud. Look forward to the next live chat. Thank you, Ian. Looking forward to it as well. Okay, thanks. So I will not pass out following my girlfriend with my non-electrical road bike. How puncture resistant are the tires? Any thoughts on tubeless tires? Vic, just like any normal road bike tire, you can puncture them, especially if you run them under inflated or you're hitting like sharp edges with them. You can get pinch flats, which are the most common type of flats. There are some airless options. Tannus has some inserts which you can put inside the tires, or you can go a full airless tire as well. You may also be able to find some kits to go tubeless, but that's kind of all on you at the moment. They're going to be the standard tubed tires. Will I need an adapter for the charger? Yanni, the chargers work worldwide. The exact plug, we're trying to match those to the countries we ship to. No guarantee on that because there's a lot up in the air, but at worst, you'll need like a $5 plug adapter, which you can find anywhere. Is it single geared? Hybrid? Yes, it's a single speed electric bike. Can you change the handlebars? Yes, Hollywood, you can customize it any way you like. We use standard bike components, so very easy to find a different handlebar to swap out. Yevgen says, if only was in EU stock without all this crazy import taxes and custom clearance. Yevgen, the bikes for Europe will be shipped from inside Europe, specifically to save you on import duties. That's why we do it. We pay a lot more to build them in Europe, but we do that to save you import duties. So we're building them in Spain. Depending on where you are in Europe, you probably will have 0 import duties or very minimal. So look that up, whatever country you're in, import duties from Spain for an electric bike, and that's the answer. Do you plan to have shops in the East Coast or even other parts of the country? Pepper Ginger, yeah, possibly in the future we'll be expanding our locations to other major cities throughout the US and the world. Can you add a more powerful battery? LT Blue, not at the moment. Is the step through that is on back order the same bike I got in January? Michael, yes it is. No changes to that. So sorry, I missed the answer from this previously. What's the inner rim width for both Pro and base model? Thanks. I believe it's 17 millimeters. Let me see if I can confirm that. I'm pretty sure it's 17C. I think I've posted that in an update before. Don't quote me on that. It's either like 17 or 19. Do the tires come with air? Want to know so I can buy a pump if they are not. Trevnog, great question. No, it's not a silly question. We do pump them up at the factory before we ship them. However, they do have quite a long time on the road before getting to you, and there's a lot of vibrations during shipment. So I do recommend before your first ride to check that tire pressure, make sure it's up to spec and that it's not low. If it's low and you run over some bumps and stuff, you could get a pinch flat. EU stock is a game changer. Thanks, I'm in Denmark. Yes, Yevgen, you'll be set. Denmark bikes will ship from Spain. On your FLX page, you have some e-mountain bikes such as Blade 2.0. Yes, Ed, we do. That's actually our specialty. We started with those bikes. The Blade 2.0 is one of our newest releases, and it's an amazing bike. It's our flagship bike. Thanks for all the transparency with your company. Thank you very much, Hollywood. We do our best. Will you offer some full suspension e-mountain bike, or the want for that as low as you see? That's actually highly requested, Ed. All I can say on that is stay tuned. Hi from Paris, France. No question, just bravo. Thank you so much. Saeed, I think is the pronunciation. Really appreciate it. Because of the Babymaker delivery date, I purchased a fat e-bike during the interim. Thanks for getting back to me into bikes. Thanks for getting me back into bikes. No problem, Lawrence. I'm stoked. Stoked you got a fat bike as well. You're gonna have a lot of fun on both bikes. What is the spec tire pressure for the tires? I believe it's 110 psi. It's written also on the tires. You can just look at that when you get it. Can we replace the tire if we get a flat? Absolutely. We will be stocking replacement components for like everything on the bike, and you can also purchase them from your local bike store, Amazon, online, pretty much anywhere. You mentioned upgrade or plan for the Babymaker. Your thoughts? Gary, I don't remember mentioning that, but we're always working on improving our product. So whenever we do have an improvement, we will be announcing that. We have made several upgrades to the Babymaker offering since going live with the campaign, of which we have a slightly improved LCD display, OLED display actually, 28 mile per hour speed limit. We've done new brakes for the dropper models, and also included a kickstand on every production bike. Treadnought, I've noticed the quantities of bikes seem to fluctuate. Are you going to run out? What that is, the team adds them a handful at a time. Every time we add them to the production plans, we don't envision running out because we do build them to order. We also kind of hold off until the next price increase. They waited for Pete and I to green light the next price increase. Then they just let the stock run out and run the new one. If I have a vasectomy, will the Babymaker reverses? Quite possibly. Dangerous territory there. If we order on campaign, we will be guaranteed the Babymaker. Shadow, yes, 100%. Any personal secret tip you have for cycling in winter? Yanni, if you're it depends on your terrain. If you're out where it's like snowing and stuff like that, be very careful, especially with cars around you, slippery roads. Also, if you're out in like snow where there's putting salt on the roads, you definitely want to wipe the bike down after using it and warm up beforehand. So lots of coffee, get warm before. I also, when it's cold, I'll start off in 0 pedal assist just to warm up, get some blood flowing. And then once my body's warm, then I'll start amping up the speed and the pedal assist. Can I add an additional brake for the drop bar? LT Blue, the drop bars come with brakes both front and back, and it's in the middle of the, you asked for the bull bar and the drop bar. So the bull bar, they're in the middle, and the drop bar, they're on the hoods right in the front, where you see on typical road bikes. And that's 2 brake levers on either bars, both front and back. Yevgen, the speed for EU customers will match your EU regulations, which is 25 kilometers per hour. You will be able to adjust the speed to comply with your local regulations. So depending on what your speed is there or what regulations you want to match, of course, you can legally change the speed to the speed you like. So I can't brake normally when I'm not in the drop position. LT Blue, not at all. With drop bars, you can brake with your hands above them or under them. That's the cool thing about drop bars. Just like any road bike, you can use the drop bars from the top or from the bottom. Current delivery dates for Washington, D.C. Current estimates, Shadow, for October. Can the bike get wet without getting damaged? Can you wash the bike? Frank, yes. If you look up Babymaker in the rain on YouTube, you'll see a video I did just riding in the heaviest downpour we've had all year in San Diego. No issues at all, still riding the bike today. Didn't have any electrical faults, anything like that. I do recommend, if you get the bike very wet, to give it a good wipe down, and you'll see in that video too, we have recommendations for how to care for your bike when you're riding in very wet weather. Can the bike run just on motor power, i.e. no pedaling? No, you will need to move the pedals. It is a cadence sensor, however, so as long as you're moving them, you don't even need to put much muscle into it. The bike will assist you. Anonymous, we will not be making a GPS tracker for the bike. Our specialty is bikes, not software, not GPS trackers. There are many aftermarket options which will be much better than what we could come up with in a short period of time. I look for some of those. They got them for seat posts, they got them for handlebars, they got them that mounted with water bottle mounts. Loads of options. I recommend finding a company that makes just those and picking the best one for you. The Blade 2.0 is not available in the UK. Why is this? Will it change? Trevnod, we just have stock in the US at this moment. The main reason for that is it's so powerful that it's like way out of legal regulations for the UK. In the future, we may be offering them there, but not at the moment. We do have a lot of bikes to ship to the UK, so in the future, we may be doing that. How much do you bench? Last time I checked, 295, repping 295. I don't do max, but I'm shooting for 3 plates with this whole Corona thing and quarantine. I haven't been into the gym. I've just been doing bands, so I don't know if my bench has gone down or up. We'll see when I'm back in the gym. Grew up in San Diego, now work for government in Washington. So glad to see local guys making a difference for the division. Thank you so much, Shadow. That's what we're in it for, to make a difference. Get people out of cars, onto bikes, build some really cool products that, as a side effect, also have the benefit of changing the climate, changing the air, and making the planet a little less gray and a little more green. Gotta go. Thanks for answering my questions. Plan to be in Carlsbad, California in August. Definitely stop by the FLX office. Awesome, Rex. Can't wait to meet you. I'm going to do about 5 more minutes, by the way, guys. 5 minutes. And then I've got to sign off and get back to my regular work. What's the largest size or widest size tire I can add? LT Blue. If you search on YouTube, Babymaker tire size, I've made a video about that as well. 32 millimeters wide is about as wide as I can safely recommend. You may be able to squeeze a 35 on there, but for now, 32 is my recommendation. And I have a video showing all the measurements there, so please check that out. Ever thought about making a 3-wheel for older people? Michael, that has been requested. At the moment, no plans, but if we do, we will be announcing that. Where can I find more info on the touring package? Washington, if you go to the accessories section, which you can find at the bottom of every update I've posted, there's a link there. You'll see some information about the touring package. Can you add aftermarket fenders? Yes, Hybrid Moon, if they fit. LT Blue, thank you for your questions. Watch the video and the difficulty getting up a hill without getting a run at it. I'm 78 and was greatly impressed while actually shoot up hills. I ordered a Babymaker on day 1 of the campaign. Awesome, Little Marley's. That's really where e-bikes shine. It's just taking hills and flattening them. Because you get about, with the Babymaker, like 3 times your own human power. You have your own human power and then 500 watts of peak power. Typical riders, average riders can do about 250 watts. So 250 plus 500 for the motor. It's about 3 times your own human power. And where it really shines, getting up hills. I'll stop by the shop in August. Awesome, Shadow 56. Thanks for introducing the Babymaker Pro. I always wanted an e-road bike, but others were so ridiculously expensive. That's why we started this business, Pepper Ginger. All the e-bikes we saw, they sucked. They were ugly. They were awful. They had these huge batteries, wires everywhere. And then there were like 1 or 2 nice ones out there that cost like $6,000-7,000. So we were like, why don't we just make a nice one and make it cost $1,000? And that's what we did. That's how we launched our company in 2016, and it blew up for us. Dude, I just ordered my Babymaker Pro Kiwi yesterday. Awesome, Paul. Stoked to get it for you. By the way, the campaign just hit $11.6 million, 400 to go, hit that $12 million goal. Can you add an extra battery? Michael, yes, you can. It's in the accessories section. When you order your bike, you can choose it as an add-on. If you've already ordered your bike, go to the campaign update section. At the bottom of every single update is a link and video instructions for how to add that to your order. Thanks a lot. Very grateful that you answered all my questions. Happy to support your company and can't wait for my Babymaker Pro. Yanni, that means a lot to me and the entire team here. These guys, our team, they work their asses off to build and support these bikes. So I really appreciate that and that you see all the hard work that goes into it. Hey, Rob, late to the conversation, so I may ask something you've already answered. Cuban, if you got some questions, hurry up and fire away. I'm signing off in 2 minutes. Been live about an hour and a half. Does the display come off by quick release? No, it does not. There is one tightening screw that holds the display on. If you need to replace it, you have to release the screw. I believe it's a tiny, like 2 millimeter or 2.5 millimeter Allen key needed to remove it. Include a USB-C port and slide out battery, please. Anonym, we will not be able to implement those changes before we build the bikes. They're already in full production right now. There will not be a USB-C port or quick removing battery, but we'll keep those in mind for the future. When do you think the Babymaker will go on sale in your store? Yeah, Meow, you can order it now on Indiegogo. After we deliver all the bikes, that means once we get caught up on all the production we need to make, close to 8,000 bikes now, that's when we'll be offering it in store. So we need to first ship out all the bikes and then build an inventory, and then we'll have it for sale. At that point, it will probably be at full price. Is it possible to order bottle cage and front and back lights separately? Irv, you can order those like third-party ones. It's a standard bottle cage mount. You'd be able to order any one you like. Those are like $2, $3, $5 online. Front back lights, you can order any lights you want if you want to get them separate and not get the touring package, which has those included. Max speed for Europe, Cyprus, 25 kilometers per hour, and you will be able to adjust that legally to fit your local regulations, whatever those are. Just ordered my bike delivery to Portland, Oregon. Where are you located? Awesome. Hybrid Moon, stoked for you. We're located in San Diego, California. Can you tell us your email address, please? It's hello@flx.bike, and I'm going to type it here for you as well. hello@flx.bike. If you need any changes to your order, the cutoff for that is tomorrow at midnight when the campaign ends, midnight PST. Will the Babymaker Pro be a bit faster than the ones coming off the line after Indiegogo? Cuban Dub, they'll all be the same speed, base and pro model. Can I change the financing on my Babymaker Pro that I already ordered? Gary, I'm unsure of that. If you ordered it with financing, depending on which one you use, you may be able to log into your account and make adjustments to that. If you have more questions about it, you can email us, hello@flx.bike. Our support team will do their best to support you. There is a bit of a wait in response right now with the campaign end. Paul, you typoed the email address. I'm going to delete your comment so nobody makes the mistake of emailing the wrong address. How is the sterling color, in your opinion, to the other colors? And Shadow, this sterling color is so unique. It's that really vintage look. I love it. It's super cool. It is one of the most popular colors, if not the most popular. It's up there, top 2 for sure. Is the campaign over for real this time? Yes, Daniel. as much as we tried, we can't get any more extensions from Indiegogo. So tonight is absolutely the final day of the campaign. All right, guys, I'm going to end the live now. My face is starting to hurt again. I may get on later tonight, if not, probably tomorrow, just for a final live. Thank you guys so much for joining for the live, for following us along for the ride. Whether you got a bike or not, it means the world that you're joining us and kind of sharing this story with us. So thanks again, guys. Look out for the next live and more updates on the campaign. We'll see you later.